If you ever want to veer off and do a Frank Stallone podcast, let me know.
No, that won't happen.
Any of you people out there that find humor in this, you're really a sick, vapid person. You got no soul. If you think it's funny, you people should be ashamed of yourself.
A lot happened on the Frank channel. And this is one of the first times that I had to like not do all the videos that he released since our last.
Really, that many, huh?
Well, it was a bit of a plethora of choices. Some of them were pretty whatever. There was one video where he was filming his TV. I guess he was watching a VHS tape of something of his.
Okay.
He was filming his TV of him doing some old Bobby Darin singing on an Australian show back in the 80s or early 90s. I almost put it on there, but it was just him singing with a full band on this TV show. Here's the thing about Frank singing. He sounds okay. He sounds like an old style crooner. Nothing. It's not great. You're not going, oh, wow, Frank Sinatra, is that you? Like, you're not thinking in those terms. It just sounds like Frank crooning. I don't know how to describe that. There's nothing.
What year was that from, you said?
Oh, I don't know the exact year. He didn't put, I don't know if he put the year on
Instagram.
So if you're interested in seeing it, folks, go to his Instagram by all means and go take a look at Frank Stallone singing some Bobby Darin. You remember Bobby Darin?
Yes.
There's a biopic. I think it started our friend Kevin Spacey.
Oh, our friend Kevin Spacey. Yeah, friend of the show, Kevin Spacey.
Oh, man. We should do a Kevin Spacey podcast.
Right? We should do a Kevin Spacey podcast.
And then there was like a long video of him at the gym. The only thing regarding that was, we'll get to it. Well, I'll sort of spoil an upcoming video, but one of the videos we're going to watch, he actually says when you go to the gym, he's saying, don't have your phones out. Just go to the gym. Just be present at the gym. Don't worry about. And literally, the next video was him at the gym with the phone.
Don't have your phones out. Just let your trainer record you. On
If you have your own personal trainer quality around, they can record you. Those are the ones I didn't really pick. So here are the ones I thought, oh, this might be worth talking about and sharing with our wide audience. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is. I'm glad I got this because this first video is no longer available on his Instagram. So here's
right. Yes. It was like an immediate. This is the one I sent you, right? Is this that one? And then it was immediately removed.
Not so immediate. I was actually able to comment. I actually was able to comment on this video before.
What'd you write? Fuck you, Frank.
No. I just wrote very well said, Frank. Very well said. So let me, for our audio listeners, this is what you're going to hear. I guess for our visual audio listeners, you'll see old Boomer Frank trying to figure out how to record something, records nothing, but ends up uploading it to Instagram somehow. So here we go. Yeah, he's moving things around. That was it. That was like a 13-second video, and I wrote in the comment section, "Well said, Frank. Well said."
Amazing.
And the other thing that bugs me, he did another video with the comment section. We're gonna get into one of the videos here where he gets into some of the country singers and stuff. And there was like 11 replies to a comment, and he deleted them all. I'm like, fudge!
Oh man, yeah.
I freaking hate that. I freaking hate that, Frank. For someone who's anti-censorship, right?
Right. Do you think it's him or somebody working for him?
No,
that's doing it that fast. You think it's him, right?
I think it is him. So there's 11 replies to something. I'm like, I went to extend or expand the reply chain blank. I'm like,
it's the worst. That happens quick too.
We love you, but come on. I thought you're anti-censorship, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Freedom of speech, man.
Let people speak their mind.
This is the thing, and no offense to Frank, of course, because we never mean to offend Frank.
No, of course not.
Is that when the truth is true, it never has to hide. And I always find people, when they have these strong opinions or these strong takes, and they can't take criticism, they always have to police the comments.
Right.
If your take is strong, i.e. if you're like a flat earther, let's say, I'm just saying, for example, then you should have nothing to be embarrassed about. It's the truth.
Right. That's what you believe in.
That's what you believe, right? All right, so here's the first video with him actually talking. Here we go.
Good morning, fans and haters.
This is post probably comments that he read.
this video was the first video since our last episode. And the last one he did was the Carl Weathers tribute, I think, or something to that effect. So it wasn't like, very strong beginning. Is he aware of our show?
I don't know, man. He's coming off hostile. I feel like he's talking to us right now.
And I also want to make note, he's wearing the same shirt of the last Silent video, but he changed his hat. He had that, what do you call that, Beretta type hat or whatever?
Yeah. What is this Sly? Doesn't he wear a hat like that in Rocky 4?
Rocky 4. Same type of hat.
Before he boxes, when he in the beginning of Rocky 4, after he boxes Carl Weathers, right?
That's right. He's so now he's wearing what we call in Canada a toque or a snow cap or whatever they call in the States. Yeah. So for my Canadian listeners, it's a toque, but a snow cap for my American listeners. So now he's wearing, and he's indoors too, by the way. He's indoors. So I guess it's cold in this. You know what? I also think I have a theory. He just got his hair treated. Like he got
it's a fucking. It might be a mess underneath that cap. Like it might be all patchy looking and shit.
I think so. I think after they do like the scalp replacement procedure, it might be a little bit red or raw. So
I can see that.
Well, I forced myself to watch the Grammys last night, being a former Grammy nominee myself.
There's a lot to unpack there. I forced myself to watch the Grammys. He's saying he almost had to do it out of duty because he himself was a Grammy nominee.
Because he once sat in that audience.
Yeah. Have you seen this video clip yet?
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen this one.
I'm going to give you over and under. What's the over under? I can't do those numbers. But how much do you think he's going to either say how much he loved the Grammys or how much he hated the Grammys? Which one do you think?
He hates the Grammys. He's absolutely hating the Grammys right now.
Do you want to guess why maybe? Do you want to take a stab?
He's going to talk shit about the music, I think.
Okay.
The music that wins. Maybe he's going to talk shit about people's speeches, maybe.
Okay.
I'm thinking. Let's see.
83. And again, it's turned into a fashion show. It's not about music anymore. And
when have award show never been about what they're wearing?
It's always the red carpet. It's always part of it. It's a big part of it.
Huge part of it. So I think that was kind of that's a bit of a straw man argument. It's always been about glamour. The Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys. Every celebrity dresses to the hilt.
I would say female audience members are attracted more to that aspect of it, seeing what everybody's wearing.
The ones I liked were Olivia Rodrigo and Lana Del Rey.
I don't know Lana, but Olivia's pretty legit. She's really
cool. She's pretty legit.
My daughter likes her too, and she's adorable. She's great. I really like her. So Frank and I are simpatico on that. I don't know Lana Del Rey. I don't know who that is.
I know who she is. I just don't know what song she sings.
So he likes those two. That's good. So we're starting positive. Well, I wonder which female artist he's going to talk about after this.
Thought they were great. I think they should have won. Taylor Swift was very disappointing. You have Celine Dion, one of the...
Celine Dion. You have Celine Dion. Amazing.
Well, to be fair, that might be the French pronunciation of her name. I don't know.
Yes, you're right.
How did he say it again?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. I love that. It sounds like a Dr. Seuss character. All right. So did you hear about this? What happened? What he's referring to here?
What was it? Taylor Swift kind of snubbed her, right? Celine Dion.
Taylor Swift accepting her Album of the Year award, one of those awards that she got that night. She apparently, according to many people, and Frank included, in her excitement in grabbing the award, she didn't kiss the feet of Celine Dion.
Silicone Dion.
Yeah. Frank's got something to say about that incident right here.
The grand dames of music who can't perform anymore because of illness, presenting you with a Grammy, and you go up there and basically just shook her hand like she wasn't even there, but hugged everyone else, but not Celine Dion. So that would be like if Frank Sinatra was ill or not ill, and he presented me with a Grammy, and I didn't show the proper respect. So that's
I love how in his scenario, in his theoretical scenario, he's receiving a Grammy from Frank Sinatra. Can you imagine that world in that Grammy presentation where you have Frank Sinatra presenting Frank Stallone with a Grammy? So Frank's saying, "Oh man, if Frank Sinatra gave me an award, I'd be like kissing his feet and everything." Well, right. No offense to Celine Dion.
I actually like Celine Dion, but I wouldn't put her on a Frank Sinatra level.
No, well, that's fine, but I don't think Taylor was snubbing. Snubbing would mean I'm purposefully not going to acknowledge you.
Right.
I'm not even trying to defend Taylor. I would just argue I don't see her saying, "Oh, F you, Celine Dion." Right. She just got caught up in the moment or something.
And there was a photo, I think,
Yes,
after. There
they're
was like a
arm in
photo of them
arm, they're
together.
smiling.
You're so caught up in that, like you said. Like, come on. Who's
I bet
thinking
you
of
Taylor
that?
actually said, "I'm so sorry." And Celine, I can't even say her name anymore. Celine Dion was like, "No, it's fine. Don't worry about it." I guarantee you, it's like,
Right.
she's fine. They're both laughing their way to the bank. They're fine.
And I think Lana Del Rey should have won anyway. And I think Olivia Rodrigo was beautiful. She was great. But it's turned into kind of what MTV was all about, all music, no commercials. And then all of a sudden it turned into this commercial mishmash of garbage.
What's he talking about?
I have no idea. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't watch the Grammys per se. I've seen enough snippets to know they're still live. Look, I admit a lot of the stars and the big time winners, I'm not familiar with the music. I'm 48 myself. I've kind of moved past newer music. I admit it happens to everyone. You kind of just latch on to what you kind of grew up with to a certain degree. Again, I like Olivia Rodrigo. I like Taylor Swift as well. So there's new music that I enjoy, but to say that the Grammys is one big commercial, no, there's still a lot of performances and awards, and I don't know what. Okay,
I think it's been the same for years now. I don't think it's any different.
No, he's acting like the Grammys when he was in the 80s. The Grammys was like a full-on concert. It was just one big concert.
Right.
It wasn't. It was the same thing. You had your acts that performed, and then they had the awards that were given. I think that's the same format now. Yeah.
Okay, and I know people out there who go, "Oh, you're a boomer." But listen, when I was nominated for a Grammy,
make this a drinking game. Drink every time he says that he was nominated for a Grammy.
He's going to mention, of course, that he was nominated for a Grammy, and he's going to talk about the kind of talent that was around him when he was nominated for a Grammy compared to now. Of course, it's always better back in the day. It's never good now. It's always
put on the goggles, the nostalgia goggles.
I was surrounded by superstars. There was that year Billy Joel, Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, The Police, on and on.
Great artists in their own right, sure. Do you think any one of these other artists today that are still alive today, like Billy Joel's, like, man, I was nominated with Frank Stallone.
Would you believe, with Frank Stallone? That goes back to another episode we did when he was talking, right? He was talking about how he was, it's from the Mario Lopez podcast. He talked about how he was up against Police, Thriller. He put himself on like the same page as Thriller.
Yeah, he basically saying, because I was nominated with these bands at one point in my life, I'm the same level of quality that these bands are.
Right.
Dude, you had a hit. You had one hit that made some noise, and that's it. And it's over. It's done. It's over.
This is the thing about this rant he's doing. I got no problem with him doing a rant about the Grammys, because honestly, I don't really. I fell off with the Grammys a little bit too, but like he's making it about himself.
Oh,
like,
weird. Are you trying to tell me, Frank? What?
He's not only bashing the Grammys, but he's bringing it back to himself. It's got to be about himself.
Oh, I was in the company of great people, and people showed respect for each other. I was just very disappointed. It has become a fashion show. Oh,
his wording. What did he say? How did he say that? That sentence structure is pretty.
I was just very disappointed. It has become a fashion show. Oh, look what he's wearing. Look what she's wearing. Oh.
That was done years ago. Remember, what's her name? Joan Collins?
Rivers. Joan Rivers, right? And her daughter used to be on the red carpet, whatever.
30 years ago.
Yeah, this has been going on for a long time, Frank.
What are you wearing? That's always that question. In fact, they're trying to tone that down now. It's actually the opposite now. A lot of female celebrities now are saying, does it matter what I'm wearing?
Right. And they even have hours before the show even starts, they have those red carpet specials, like while they're just showing them walk on the red carpet. So
he's acting like this is like a new thing. It's weird that he doesn't recognize the glam of these events have been around since the dawn of time.
Oh, but it's about the music. That's what it's about. Period. That's why it's called the Grammys. That's why there's a gramophone.
Did you know that? Did you know that's why it's called the Grammys?
I didn't know that. No, he just dropped some facts on me.
He dropped some truth. But and here's the thing. So why is it called the Oscars?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it's just funny. He's right regarding the Grammys. It's the slang or short term for gramophone. That's why the award is a gramophone. It's like he wants us at the Oscars to play the full films of every film nominated. What do you? People coming to the Grammys already know their favorite artists.
I would honestly think that. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I would think that there's probably more performances nowadays because it's televised, and they make. Like probably back in the day before it was televised and stuff like that, they probably didn't have as many performances.
No, nobody's watching except for the people in the crowd.
Right.
and not a modeling dress or whatever, you know. And so I was very disappointed. I mean, I think all the Swifties out there are going to hate me. I really don't care.
Why bring it up? Why bring it up? The Swifties won't hate you, Frank. They don't even know you exist. There's not one Swiftie that watches his channel. You know the Venn diagram?
Yes.
Taylor Swift fan and Frank Stallone fans, there's no overlap whatsoever.
No, I don't think so.
To his credit, he did not tag.
Oh, he didn't.
He added Olivia Rodrigo. He added silly. How do you say it again?
Celino Dijon. What is it? Celine Dion. He said Cillian. I don't even know anymore.
It's hard to do. It's hard to get it wrong. He tagged the Grammys. He also did hashtag music.
One of the broadest things ever.
To his credit, he didn't hashtag Taylor Swift or Taylor Swift Grammys, but also I think he chickened out by not doing that because they probably would have come to his channel a little bit more. Because I actually went to his comments. There wasn't anyone talking about defending Taylor because, again, the Venn diagram doesn't overlap. So all Frank's fans would also be, Taylor Swift, blah, 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 blah. Do you want to have a guess? He'll give the answer at the end here. But do you want to have a guess why he hates Taylor so much? What do you think?
She's won a ton of Grammys.
No, think outside music. Think politics.
Oh, because she's on the other side of the fence.
Yes.
Yes.
I guarantee to you, Frank, you can call me out on this. Let's just pretend in a different world, Taylor was Republican and pro-Trump at the end of the day. That at every concert, she's like, I just want to say to all my fans, thanks for coming out to my show. And Trump 2024.
Right.
Frank would be doing everything he could to promote Taylor, and the music wouldn't change. The fact that she is a Democrat and pro-Biden or anti-Trump, because she's openly about that.
Right.
He doesn't like her. That is the reason. Guaranteed. It's got nothing to do with the music.
Definitely.
I think if you were to objectively listen to her music, she has good music. I think it's just fun to hate her in a sense because she's popular. She's not pro-Trump. He can't like her. She's anti-Trump. This is his way of pulling that out. That's what he's doing here.
I think she showed no class with the whole thing with Celine Dion, who, by the way, can't sing anymore because of a physical ailment.
He did it again. He did it again.
By the way, she's messed up. Her face don't move no more.
Yeah. You know what? No more. You hear that, Celine Dion? Her voice don't work anymore, Rocco.
Her body's busted. It don't work for her no more.
What's it called? The stiff body syndrome?
Oh, I didn't even know there's a real thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I thought she should have been gracious enough to walk up and give her a big hug, considering Celine Dion.
Okay.
It's fucking Celine Dion, Frank. Celine Dion. He rhymes it with the last name. Celine Dion.
He's so stupid.
God bless you all, even you haters.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it. Who's he referring to, though? So he is saying people are hate watching him. This is another piece of evidence where does he know we watch the show?
Does he know we exist and not, like, is he, like, doing the best thing in his mind, just not even acknowledging us, but, like, he knows?
He wouldn't want to give us a plug. He would go, hey, to the guys that run the It's a Long Road podcast, this is for you.
In our defense, if it's not us, he's been going to war with people on those comments. I remember even before we did Frank Stallone, me and my brother used to send each other, like, him fighting with people in comments.
He seems to be amping it up. We haven't heard this before.
No, that's true.
And how about this one?
So he's pulling out his Trump mug. Now it's backwards because it's mirrored from the video. It says, you are a great, how does it say? Great guitar player. You are a great guitar player. Very talented. Really fantastic. Can't quite read
it's supposed to be like just the way Trump's saying it, right? You're a great
totally.
guitar player.
It's all mirrored for me, folks. I'm sorry. Everyone agrees. Believe me. You're the great. So Trump telling Frank he's a great guitar player in the Trump voice. The Trump.
Right.
So he's showing the mug to the camera. It's backwards. It's backwards though. We can't.
There you go, baby. Here. God bless you all.
Now this video starts off really quickly. This is how they start. It's almost like he's mid-word or sentence. I'm not sure why. It's another one inside of his house. He's wearing his big, thick frame glasses. His hair is askew here. I think the treatment's completed. What do you say? Something and traders, lovers and traders. What's it? Oh, traders. Oh, I think like traders, like traders to the nation.
Right.
Oh, haters and traitors.
Haters and traitors.
Man, if we ran a Frank Stallone podcast, legit, not a ramble one, I would call it the Haters and Traitors
Haters
podcast.
and traitors. That's a good song off his rap album. True.
Yeah, it's true. I think it was on
Traitors
that
and
one.
Haters.
Lovers and traitors.
Lovers and traitors, right.
I want to send my condolences out, like the rest of the country, to Toby Keith's passing at 62. Much too young for this wonderful artist who is a real country artist.
This is a tribute video to Toby Keith. So far, so good, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
He's 62, far too young. Rest in peace to Toby. Forget what the cause of death was.
It was cancer.
It's too bad. I didn't know the guy, but he seemed like a decent enough guy. Whatever. Has some good country songs. So Frank mentioned, of course, his age. Great country singer, great loss. What do you think the odds are he continues with the tribute for Toby Keith, or he segues to something else? What do you think?
I'm saying he's going to go on a rant that's completely unrelated to Toby Keith.
Today, country music is a little scary. It's become a little woke.
When is country music ever scary?
I don't know. Is it woke? What does that mean? I know what woke means, but I thought country music was sort of I hate to say it, sort of the last kind of music that was Republican or anti-woke and gun-toting free speech. I guess there's artists there that might be woke. I'm not sure. Okay, fair enough. Whatever. That's their choice. But I don't think country as a genre is quite woke yet. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
But rest in peace to Toby. We're not done yet. The tribute's not over yet.
I don't really enjoy it anymore unless for the real classic guys like, George Strait, Alan Jackson. I think Maureen Wallen is one of the greatest things I've seen in country music in the last 15, 20 years as a writer. Travis Tritt, great. Dwight Yoakam, but the rest of it has kind of gotten a little nouveau.
What's nouveau mean?
What is that, nouveau?
Nouveau. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Again, everything's better in the past. Today sucks. Blah, 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 blah.
But anyway, our condolences go out to Toby. It's rainy in California.
Okay. Anyway, our condolences to Toby and his family and friends. Well, it's raining outside, guys.
Let's check in with the weather. What a tribute.
What a tribute. Can you imagine if he gave this at his funeral?
I love the Carl Weathers one too. He was a father.
I really hope Frank gives us a tribute for everyone that dies this year. That'd be amazing.
That's why I'm kind of doing my stuff from home today. I'm not drinking Uncle Frank's bourbon at the moment. I'm just,
and neither am I, Frank.
Not yet.
It was supposed to deliver on the 15th of Feb.
Yeah, I just ordered it. I got to check my emails if they shipped it out yet, honestly.
I'm getting nervous, man. I've got a couple of their listeners.
I don't think you're getting it. They probably saw that they didn't charge you for shipping to Canada. They're like, fuck you.
I know, but they took my money.
This is America.
So when do I start panicking? Well, there is a chat. I think I'm not even joking. Before our next recording, there is a chat, like a chat help thing where you have to give your email. I was going to say, hey, I heard things are supposed to be delivered by the 15th of February. It's now February 20th. Are things delivering? Are they available yet? You've ordered yours, haven't got it yet. I know my co-host on the Rocky podcast, she ordered hers and hasn't gotten it yet. I'm a little nervous here.
I think we want to see the website go down soon.
Okay, so he's not drinking his Uncle Frank's because right now nobody is.
Just waiting for my truck to get towed. Unfortunately,
So his truck won't start, so he's waiting for it to get towed. That's what he was saying there. So it went from Toby Keith's death, country music sucks now, it's raining outside, Uncle Frank's bourbon, he's not drinking it, and it's raining outside.
This is still for Toby Keith, by the way.
This is the Toby Keith tribute.
Beloved Bronco didn't start today, but it'll be okay, and you'll be okay.
I'm glad we're all going to be okay. Rest in peace to Toby.
He's not going to be okay, Frank.
No, Toby's not going to be okay.
Hang around with good people. Get rid of the bad people. Live your life. Be strong. Be good. Believe in the man upstairs, and you'll be okay.
Believe in the man upstairs, and you'll be okay. Get rid of the negative, bad people in our life. Well, no, Frank. We can't give up this segment. This is our segment. we need you, brother. And then he films his truck being towed. Here we go.
That's why you have to get AAA, folks. In case even your best truck needs to get towed.
Why does he put the snow effect on?
I was just going to say that. Why does he put the snow effect?
Okay. It's not that cold in LA. Stop wearing the snow caps, Frank. Holy smokes. Do not come to Canada. I'm telling you right now. It'll be freezing up here right now. Anyways, he's in a sunny LA wearing a snow cap or his toque right now. Okay. Hello, friends, he says.
And haters and lovers and traitors.
See? Friends and haters, lovers and traitors. He's
bringing it up a lot now.
Yeah.
Starting to sweat right now.
I know I'm getting a little bit nervous, but no, he's talking to us though. He doesn't want us to stop listening. He's greeting us.
You know what? Some people were asking me about acting today. You know, I know a little bit about it. I've done 81 movies. I think the best thing an actor can do is go to a cold reading class. Learn how to do cold readings. Don't sit there and practice with your friends and go, well, I got this. It's a little different when you go into the casting room, so you don't have it. And the second thing to do, if you have inhibitions and stuff like that, go to a comedy workshop.
You know what a cold reading is? Do you know what that might be?
I mean, it would be like before a movie gets made, they do a reading of the screenplay. That's the only thing I could think of. Like the cast will do a cold reading.
Do you think Frank has followed his advice about how to be a good actor?
I mean, does any of the roles he played necessitate cold reading?
I don't know.
Tombstone role? Did he really say much in there where he needed to?
And then he's talking about a comedy class here. Has Frank ever done anything on film that was unintentionally funny? It's right. That was meant to be funny.
That meant to be funny, right?
Like we're laughing at it. Like, oh, that's like Jim Carrey is funny. You laugh at the Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder. There's movies that are funny. We're laughing at the comedy. Mm-hmm. Has Frank ever done that kind of comedy film where not only is it funny, we're legitimately laughing because that was a great job by Frank Stallone's comedic effort?
No, not that I could think of.
Okay, so we're laughing for different reasons. Okay,
yeah.
So we've got him giving advice on how to be a comedic actor as well.
Because you're going to be asked to do stupid stuff like everyone else. Like, okay, you're a pile of dung, you're cleaning it up.
That's the improv he just gave. He just talked about improv class here. He pointed with his right hand saying, "You're a pile of dung," meaning he's saying to a person, "You're a pile of crap." Then he points to the other person, and now you're going to clean it up. Go, make that into comedy gold.
I want to go to the Frank Stallone improv class.
I've watched these videos 3 to 4 times, and I don't catch everything at first. His tangents and segues are so hard to track. You actually have this is what he's saying. You're right.
That's the comedic background, Ryan.
And it's just crazy stuff, but you lose your
it's just crazy stuff.
Inhibitions to be on stage and be able to laugh at yourself and to have comedy. And by the way,
when's the last time Frank laughed at himself?
Never. That he wouldn't be deleting comments if he was laughing at himself.
Good point.
They're a lot of fun to do. And I would suggest that for any young actor coming up, go to a comedy workshop class and go to a cold reading class and do scene steady work. Remember, it's a job. It's not a hobby. Peace.
It's a job. It's not a hobby. He's been in the business for almost 50 years, 81 movies he's been in.
Starring roles.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan, that's 81 starring roles.
Come on, Veterans Day. Veterans Day.
I need this in my life.
I got a question for you. So he's giving you acting tips here. He's acting like the acting coach in this video. We also have seen him give us fighting tips, a fighting coach. Okay, so here's the scenario. Dom, you have to pick being the best fighter in the world or the best actor in the world, and the only person that can teach you how to do either is Frank Stallone. Which career do you choose?
I mean, it's got to be fighting, I think. I think it's got to be fighting.
Legit.
Not this, not that, that.
So
not that.
The only knowledge you have on how to be an actor, or the only knowledge you have on how to be a fighter, and then you go into the world to do that skill, comes from the teachings of Frank. Which one do you choose?
I'm gonna get my face busted up, but I'm choosing boxing. I'm gonna get this.
You don't want to be ringside to see it, huh? Do you? What much of my face kicked in?
Hey, it's a Thursday, sunny day in Southern California. We had 3 or 4 days of rain and all this crazy stuff. So
it was just rain.
All this crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple of landslides, but welcome to the rest of the world that has rain. Landslides happen where I'm from, British Columbia, Canada, where I'm originally from. There's landslides all the time. It's just part of nature. It's not a huge deal. Like, I mean, it sucks if that's your house. I'm just saying, he acts like LA sunk into the ocean. It rained.
That was like when he was going into the gym that day, and I'm out in the rain. Look, I'm stepping in a puddle.
Well, and you also mentioned the earlier video. I'm doing these videos inside right now because it's raining outside.
Alex and I decided, since my shoulders were bothering me, we did biceps and triceps, but we did them slow. We did French press, which is an old one, and we just did concentrations and preachers, single arm. That's why it's not all the weight, it's the technique that comes with it.
So it's not about weight, it's also the technique. So he's saying, don't just load up the weights on those dumbbells, Dom. Make sure you're doing the proper technique.
Just nice and slow.
So that was the video I didn't show. The 3 exercises he just talked about were that video of him doing, showing you. I just want to say, I still believe that what we're seeing in those videos is all he's really doing. I don't know how much more, or how much more he's doing between. Yeah.
Right.
He's never sweating.
No, he's never sweating.
Again, he's in fine shape for a 73-year-old man. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't know how much pain he's putting himself in. Like his brother, when you see Sly workout, he's like in pain.
Right.
You can see him.
Veins bulging out of his head.
His veins, his large head is throbbing.
His bulbous head.
Oh, he talked about his shoulder again. Remember his shoulders acting up. He's doing that shotgun firing and skeet firing. He's got to be careful.
Guy's got to stop.
He will never stop firing that weapon.
And if you want to get in shape and take it seriously, you come in. I don't take my phone out until I'm outside. When I'm in the gym, no headphones, no phone, nothing.
No, Alex does that. That's kind of a cheat. He's being a cheat. He's saying there's no distractions. I'm just at the gym working out. No headphones even. I don't listen to music. I'm just focused on and I have my Alex guy follow me around, cheering me on.
Literally seen this guy get recorded on the treadmill in the gym by somebody. Like, what are you talking about? No distractions.
Not everyone gets to have their own personal trainer lackey filming them. So they set up their own cameras and film themselves. That's
right. Exactly.
And a lot of them are doing it so they can see their technique after as well. And I will say, fine, if you're a hot girl and you want to post on the Instagrams, knock your socks off. There's a lot of simps out there who are going to subscribe to you.
So if you want to get in shape, go to the trainer Alex.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
You hear that? Thank you, Alex. Thanks for plugging them. Thank you. So Frank's talking to his thousands of Instagram followers. Are we all supposed to call Alex? How much business can he take on? It's only 7 days a week. And he's saying, if you want to get in shape, talk to Alex. That's the only way.
I'm going to stop messaging Alex and be like, Frank Stallone told me to reach out to you.
Oh, man, maybe we should. I don't live in LA, but Frank told me to get in touch with you. What are some tips you can give me? We'll share that on the next episode. You want to try it?
Good.
Yeah, let's do it on our own personal accounts, not the podcast account.
There might be a conflict of interest if Frank sees it.
All of our listeners, that could be fun. All of our listeners, reach out to Alex.
Alex the trainer.
And say, I saw your segment. Well, not your segment, sorry. I saw Frank Stallone's video on Instagram saying that if I want to get in shape to contact you, I'm now in contact with you. What are some ways I can get in shape? And then we can see all the.
How do I get in shape?
So send us an email with Alex's response, and we'll add a little bit. We'll do a whole episode if we get enough response. Maybe nobody will, but maybe people will. I think that would be fun if everyone reached out.
Poor Alex. Poor Alex.
Well, Frank said to reach out to him.
He did. He's plugging him.
That is awesome. Everybody reach out to Alex. I'll put his Instagram in the show notes of this video, so check it out. Okay.
You'll get in shape. He knows what he's done. He's competed in 10 competitions and won. Mr. Lebanon, all this stuff like that. So
he's won Mr. Lebanon. He's been in 10 competitions. There you go, folks. That's the guy that's going to get you in shape.
That's a hell of an endorsement right there.
If you want to get in shape and take it seriously, 3 days a week. Simple.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. 3 days a week. It's all it takes. These exercises, it all takes. And Alex as your personal trainer.
You don't got to stay there all day, Ryan.
Not all day. Just in and out. 3 hours. You're done. Boom.
Okay. Have a good day. Peace.
All right. So now on his Instagram, he plugged his Frank Bourbons for the Super Bowl. He kind of combined the Super Bowl. It's a picture of... It's Uncle Frank's Bourbon. He gives the link in the picture. So fair enough, he actually gives the link, www.unclefranksbourbon.com.
He actually
gave the link, yeah. Now, can I ask you a question? The picture here shows the bottle where the football would go, but then the football is holding up the bottle.
It's very confusing.
What I would do, this is just me, call me crazy. I would put the football in the football holder, and put the bottle upright. The football is being held by the bottle. So the bottle's upright. The football is where it belongs, and then the bottle's upright. And it doesn't make sense. Why are we kicking the bottle?
Maybe it's that bad.
Good. Someone's filming Frank watching the Super Bowl, but as we'll see here, he's actually asleep.
Oh no.
That's it. That's the video. He posted that on his Instagram. Like he fell asleep during the Super Bowl. He was bored. Now he's going to come into the next video of what he found even more exciting than the Super Bowl. Here it goes.
This was more exciting than the Super Bowl. My friend Owen from his farm brought me fresh eggs, avocados, lemons.
Okay, so far so good, right? So Owen the farmer brought him fresh eggs, lemons, avocados, and there's something else above there that was brought to him as well. The segue. Shell? I don't understand this segue, but we're talking about food items. So, you can make a salad out of this or something, but here we go.
And a seashell from his lovely little daughter. I think it was Mabel. Or it could have been Olive. But
he didn't know his daughter brought it. He messed up. He should have just not said a name. He should have said his daughter brought it for me, and then he would have been fine. But then he realized he named the daughter. He was like, oh, crap. I don't know which daughter it was.
Could have been Celine Dion.
Could have been Celine Dion. Who knows? But I love the shell was brought to him as well. What a beautiful gift.
Anyway, this excited me more than the Super Bowl.
What a hot take, eh? What a hot take. I'm not a Super Bowl watcher myself either, and I heard that this one was maybe not the most exciting game.
It's a little boring, yeah.
Okay.
We did legs, we did quads, we did leg biceps, we did calves, we did glutes,
Do legs have biceps?
Leg biceps? Would that be... Calf would be a leg bicep.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Would that be the equivalent? I don't know.
He's wearing his hair high lately. You've seen that hairpiece now? It's really,
Ooh, yeah.
Everything. And I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath when I get home. It was great workout, beautiful weather. Start your day the right way, live well.
Start your day the right way, live well. Just some good, simple advice from Frank there.
They're so abrupt. They get me every time. Like how shockingly abrupt they are.
So now Frank's got his own commercial for Frank Stallone, founder of Frank Stallone Guitars. Okay. He's playing one of his Frank Stallone guitars. This is the Stallion.
There's not many left.
It says, we stand behind every guitar we sell. They are American made, and for the price, I challenge any guitar to match it.
American made.
What I love about this guitar is that one, it's lightweight. Two, it's...
Someone wrote in the comments here, I kept the comments in this video. Someone wrote, gotta work on that tone. And then somebody else wrote, price too, $3,000. Oof. I know, $3,000 for a guitar. That's high to me. Is that high to you?
That's a lot of money.
And then Frank wrote back, of course, as you would, you gotta work on your tone deafness.
I got a guitar, and it's a John Mayer endorsed guitar, and it was like $800.
Well, somebody mentions John Mayer here, actually.
Yeah.
Made in the USA completely, and it's well constructed.
Now, what you're hearing here is this is a guy playing Frank's guitar. His name is Michael Lemno. He's a guitarist extraordinaire. Both Frank and his buddy Norm are listening to Michael play, and his playing here is actually kind of it's
weird.
If he's a guitarist extraordinaire, like watch out, Eddie.
Yeah, move over, Van Halen.
Give 100% guarantee.
Okay. The same guy wrote, he goes, I can get me a nice Fender for that price. A Fender. And those are the high-end guitars, aren't they?
Yeah, that's like Fender, and
they're like
that's one of the bigger brands, Fender.
Right. And so Frank responds to him and goes, yeah, made in Japan or Mexico. I have 7 Fenders. This is as good or better than a custom shop. What?
You could easily get a good Fender for like $1,000 in the store.
Listen to what he says here. Okay, you tell me what he says here is funny. He's talking about he has a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. And listen to what he says about that. And you tell me why this might be funny, or why I thought it was funny.
And we haven't had one of our guitars returned yet.
Never one returned. Maybe never one purchased.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. That's clever advertising. By saying I've never had anything returned, has anyone truly put $3,000 on a Frank Stallone guitar?
That's the thing. Like, I don't know shit about guitars in the big scheme of things, but I wasn't going to buy a Frank Stallone guitar. over like other name brands,
No.
and especially the price point. There's not a good price point. So anybody who knows more than me is not going to buy a Frank Stallone guitar.
If I had like, I don't know, Tom Cruise money or Elon Musk or Joe Rogan type money, like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, I would buy it as a goof.
Right.
I would buy the Frank Stallone guitar and I'd show my friends, check out my guitar. I would buy it to have a Frank Stallone guitar, not because I thought it was worth the price or because I would want one. I think it's just one of those things where I can't believe Frank Stallone's selling a guitar and I got to have one. I got to be the guy that has one.
I think he needs to change his approach for Frank Stallone guitar. He should make some cheaper leveled guitars, beginner guitar, maybe, you know.
But I love this guitar. All right. Frank Stallone, your correspondent on a rainy day on the streets of Venice, California. We are here in the gym. Give a little shout out to North Catholic, baby. Yeah, we did our workout today. Rain, snow, sleet, tornadoes, earthquakes were here at the gym. So we.
The train is definitely just standing in the rain right now.
Alex does not have an umbrella or anything. He
definitely doesn't.
Earthquakes. We're going to the gym. You know, World War III.
Yeah. Come on. Not going to let any rain stop me.
For all you gym nuts out there, bless your hearts. But when this is your focus, I find the whole process exhausting. When your whole focus is constant, I don't know. To me, I guess that's just everyone's different. I know, but the whole idea, this is just everything. Everything's the gym. And then you're going to be buried in a pine box like everyone else. I don't know.
Hopefully not a pine box.
Stay. God bless you. Go Philly. See ya.
That concludes another episode of Frank Stallone. Who is this guy?
If there's something